Thank you and welcome to the show this morning. The topic this morning is AIDS and HIV prevention and outreach. And we're fortunate to have with us two members of the organization Street Works, which was founded by Mr. Ron Crowder, to talk about these very, very important issues this morning. Our first guest is Mr. LDavis. Mr. Davis is an outreach coordinator for Street Works. And of course, Mr. RWilliams is also a member of Street Works, and he is also a member of the early intervention team at Street Works. And of course, Mr. Williams and Mr. Davis, let me welcome the two of you to the show this morning and tell you how delighted we are to have the two of you with us and to, again, talk about this topic that we've talked about time and time again, but it seems that people say that all you need to do is to do more education on it, and we're going to try to do some education on it in reference to that this morning. Let's start off with you, Mr. Williams, by having you to give us some information about your background, your education, and some of your experiences leading you to us this morning. And of course, Mr. Davis will also give us some information about that, and then we'll start talking about this issue of AIDS, prevention, outreach, and early intervention.
Okay. I came to Nashville by way of Alabama. I'm from a small place called Coosa County, Alabama. And I went to Auburn University, Montgomery, and there I studied legal studies, and I wanted to further advocate for people, the indigent population that was like people of myself. And so when I came to Nashville, I came in contact with Mr. Crowder, and he offered a college graduate a job.
Okay, very good. And so you started with, this is your first job out of college.
This is my first job out of college.
And it sort of fits into what you think that you ought to be doing in life. Is that
right? Right. I did some volunteer work while I was in college with my fraternity. I did some HIV and AIDS forums, and we got kids to get tested on the college campus, and then I brought that experience on over, and Mr. Crowder was delighted to have me.
Very good. And of course, Mr. Davis, what about your coming to us this morning? From where?
I'm a native of Nashville, Tennessee, product of the public school system. I started doing this work March the 13th of the year 2000. Actually was trained by Mr. Crowder. I first worked at a place called the First Response Center from the Metropolitan Interdenominational Church. And Mr. Crowder offered me a job in 2000 as well. We started doing street outreach, and he kind of initiated me into the business and helped me to gain a lot of education and training in this. And as the years went by, I kind of came up the ranks in the organization.
Very good. And so both of you are deeply involved in something that you love doing, and that is this fight against HIV and AIDS. I understand, Mr. Williams, you're an early intervention specialist. Now, what does that mean? Talk about that.
As an early intervention specialist, I come in contact with the newly diagnosed or people that are lost to care. And when I say newly diagnosed, I mean they just get tested and they call me, because we are a 24/7 agency, they call me up and I come over and I have to sometimes deliver the news that, hey, you know, this is what happened, you came down with this HIV or AIDS, we're not exactly sure which one yet, and this is what we can do to get you into better health. And so I pretty much instilled that hope into them from that point on. And I stayed with them from anywhere from 6 months to a year.
And I would imagine this is a very traumatic kind of experience that individuals have when you go there and tell them that they've tested positive for HIV or AIDS. Is that?
Yes, it is. It is a very traumatic experience, and I've had some people. It's hard. It's something that you got to cope with, especially when you went into the doctor just because you was having a chest pain or a back pain, and now you come out with a whole nother illness that now you have to live with for the rest of your life.
And it's your responsibility as a member of Street Works to go over and to deal with those individuals that have tested positive.
Yes, sir.
Now, where do you go from there in terms of after dealing with them? Then you say, what do you counsel them and well. Is there any denial on the part of any of these individuals when you deal with them?
Yes, there's so much denial because the first test that they take is a R-sure test, and it doesn't exactly say that you have HIV or you doesn't, but what it does say that you have tested positive for the HIV antibody because it's just an oral swab, a 15, 20-minute test. and some people just cannot believe that we got all of that out of their saliva. That's just not believable. And so there's a amount of denial up until the point where they get their blood work drawn, until they get their Western blot back.
And of course, your job is outreach, Mr. Davis, and we've got about 22 seconds before this segment ends for today. But when we come back, we'll start with you, and we'll give you an opportunity to give us some information relative to outreach. But I think that what Mr. Williams has already given us, it sort of gives a new view in terms of the impact that this disease can have upon individuals and have upon people. And we'll be back with our audience following this very, very short commercial break.